Yes.
Ready you are, sir.
I'd like to open the Port of Siuslaw meeting for Wednesday, December 17th. We'll open it at 7 o'clock. And the first thing on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Commissioners, any?
Well, we approve the agenda as printed.
Okay, hearing none. How about the approval of the minutes? Everybody have a chance to read the minutes?
Move we approve the minutes as printed.
Here.
Of November,
November.
19th.
Yes, thank you, Nancy.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Okay, at this time, it's time to hear from the citizens. If there's anybody that wants anything, say anything tonight, you'd have to, nobody signed up. You're all welcome to listen then. Okay,
Unable to install the
financials. Everybody have a chance to look at the bills?
Are you gonna bypass remonstrance?
Well, there won't, nobody talked.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. We're supposed to answer the comments from the speakers at that time. Yes, I am passing that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm used to it.
Don't slow him down, he's on a roll.
Financials?
I've looked them over and I move that we ratify the bills that were paid in November of $74,788.28.
I'd like to second that comment.
Comment? Any other discussion? All in favor?
No,
No,
he has to-
what's his comment?
Oh, you wanna make a comment now? Okay.
Yeah, I think he did a good job.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome. Somebody had to do it.
Any other comments?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Just filling in for,
For Bill? Now can we vote?
yes, aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That's why I don't wanna miss a meeting.
Yeah. Okay, under old business, we have a resolution in our packet in support of the Florence Community Arts Committee. Has everybody had a chance to look that over?
Yes.
I looked it over. It looks fine to me. I see that nothing that is out of line, and hopefully we can work with the Florence Art Commission to make that happen, and we can try and get a little art down here in the Port District.
And I don't know if you've listened to the news lately, but this is happening. There was a big blurb about the same thing that's happening in the Eugene area, and it's happening all over the place. So this isn't unique to our particular area. This is something that is stimulating the economy all over the place. And so for us to join in to that, I think is beneficial. I mean, that's what we're supposed to be doing, is helping to stimulate the economy, and I think for the Arts Alliance to come to us for support is a logical move, and I thank you for doing that.
Yes.
And I make a motion that we approve this resolution number 12-17-14A in support of Florence Community Arts Committee.
Second?
Any other discussion?
I just think it's a great idea
I do
myself
too.
too.
I'm all for it.
And I like the idea of using some of those bump outs on the boardwalk as places for placing artwork. And if you'd like to buy that piece that's up on the roof down there at the Tsunami Gallery and put it on my front porch, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Better consideration.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, under new business, resolution 12-17-14B, adopting a communications and software policy.
This is a fairly standard resolution that was brought to us by our legal counsel.
Okay.
And it's, basically there's nothing real special about it. It's fairly common and the same type of policy is being distributed in other areas that deal with cell phones and software. So
I
it's
was
just very
wondering where
standard.
you got the outline stuff, because I wanted to make sure you had help on that. It looks pretty straightforward to me. It does protect the port. Any other discussion from the commissioners?
I move that we adopt resolution 12-17-14C, adopting a social media and port website policy.
Well, that's,
Oh, that's the
resolution.
wrong
Yeah,
one.
we're on the.
Okay, it's the one above, 12-17-14B, adopting a communications and software policy. I'm in a hurry, I think.
Second.
Jay seconds. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Next, resolution 12-17-14C, adopting a social media and port website policy. This one's a little more wordier, and it really brings in a lot of gray areas with so much social media floating around. Hopefully, it looks like it's, once again, does this come from our legal department?
Yes, it does.
Okay. It looks like it covers, it's a 6-page document, looks like it covers quite a bit. Making sure I'm on Facebook every day, looks good to me.
And these are both on the website if any of the public need to, you know,
Yeah.
review them. The
Okay,
packet
oh,
is
this
posted.
policy, yeah, good.
Is this to stop something before it ever becomes a problem with our phones and the Facebook thing?
Well,
Or-
we have to abide by retention rules with Facebook and so on. It's more of a guideline to where when employees are posting things, they're not doing personal, they're doing business only, and that's basically it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it's all, the content's all there. I don't know if you really wanna get into it, you know, as far as addressing it,
Well-
or Bob, do you have anything to
It's,
add?
the whole premise of this is to understand that social media is here, it's going to be here for a long time, that we ensure that the employees know what is allowable, what is not allowable, that when we're using social media for the port business, that we use it correctly and don't allow our personal side to flow into it. And so this is the type of actions that are happening all over in different companies and universities where they're trying to get it, you know, and it's going to be probably a living document that we're going to have to address every year and update as technology moves forward with all the things that you can be into with Yelp and Twitter and all these other types of things that companies are using. How we accept them, how we can download them, how we should or should not do that, and mainly the separation between personal and professional. And so it's something that we're going to continue to work on.
Yeah, I like the definitions in there so that it's many times reminding people that it's not for personal use at all.
You've got language issues and sexual content issues and all of those things that we have to be extremely careful of when we're using this for business, yes.
And the public records are exactly what they say.
Say
They
they
are
are.
public records.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate, thanks for the extra explanation. Did anyone make a motion on
Yeah,
this one?
No motion has been made yet.
On the second one?
Not on C.
Nancy, go ahead.
All right, I move that we adopt resolution 12-17-14C, adopting a social media and port website policy.
I'll second that.
any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Once again. Next item, review the personal policy proposed revisions. It's a long document, I think it's 64 pages.
Yes.
And I have skimmed through it, and the changes that are being made are in red. And
This is being brought to you for review at this meeting. We're not going to be taking action on it tonight. There will be a resolution at the January meeting to take action on adopting these changes. If you have any questions about the changes, they're all documented in red. There's just a few things I'd like to highlight in there. Some of the main things that we were proposing to change is changing the probation period from 6 months for a new employee,
to
from 6
90
months
days.
to 90 days.
Yes,
Adding the availability for an employee to take a couple of paid payroll draws if they get in a bind, or if they
Right.
need to, a year.
Is
Donate.
it, and I'm sorry, I haven't read all of this. If it's a couple a year, or is that spelled out specifically?
It's two payroll draws in a 365-day period.
Okay,
and the draw may not exceed 25% of the employee's net pay, and is up to the approval of the port manager.
yeah, okay.
Mhm.
That would be on that page.
Did you?
Oh, we thought you memorized
Yeah.
it.
Also, the communications and software policy has been added into the personnel policies. We defined some smoking areas for staff
Good.
and some cell phone, there's a few things that I am going to add, and I will email you those
Okay.
changes, just since there's been a few things that we proposed this, and the staff did have an opportunity to go through them this previous week, and they came up with a couple of little things that I will add to it. I'll let you know what those are.
I like the staff's input on your staff meetings. I like getting that.
Good, thank you.
I do too.
I just had something caught my eye. We're going to require a 90-day notice of resignation.
In the personnel policies for the manager, it says a 30-day notice, and we're recommending a 90-day notice to give a little bit more time to recruit. When, in the event the port manager decides to leave.
If he decides to leave, I don't want him around for 90 days. I mean, seriously, it's lame duck. I mean, but that's just caught my eye. That's just an offhand remark I'll make.
Well, and it's
But
up to
there's
the
a re-
board for these decisions, and since the board oversees the port manager, if you decide that you would rather keep it at 30 days, we can do that.
No,
That's up to the board.
30 days is pretty hard to find someone to
It does give us
go
more
through the
time
whole
to
process.
go through the process, so.
What page was that on, Terry?
5.
Oh, this one doesn't,
I'm on
isn't
page
showing.
20,
Page 5.
Page what?
26 of 64, so.
Yeah,
I thought it was
26.
right
we really
here.
don't have to go over this
No,
page
you really
by
don't.
day.
There's,
Yeah.
No, it caught
Yeah.
my eye.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to go over
Yeah.
page by, I
No.
just thought that was a little
Yeah,
exuberant.
Oh, okay.
But it is a good time to go over a little bit of it.
yeah,
absolutely.
well, we're gonna vote on it next month though.
Right.
And if you have a lot of comments at next month's meeting, it can be postponed to the following meeting.
Yeah, this is
This is a process.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not something you have to rush through.
Right.
So we have no action to take on
No,
this.
not
No,
tonight.
we're not gonna take any action tonight.
So unless you have any other questions right now, we could move forward.
We'll move forward with our reports. The president doesn't have any reports. Commissioners, anything you'd like to report on?
Last month, Or no, it was the 5th, I think, of this month was the watershed meeting,
Right.
which was their,
Potluck.
just their potluck, and it was a party with a, just a fun kind.
Yeah. Was
And
it
it
good?
was good.
I
It was
didn't have
nice.
a chance to go.
It was,
Good,
it was
excellent.
good.
I've been to no meetings. Anything you wanna report? You wanna give us a crap report or anything? All right,
I don't have anything to report, but I do have a question, and that is with regard to, I keep hearing things about the boat wash, and I'd like a report on what the status is on the boat wash.
the car wash?
Oh, the car wash.
Car
Yes,
wash,
Yes,
yeah.
Bob would be happy to comment on that.
Yeah, we've, it's extremely expensive, and we're gonna disassemble it the way it is that you have right now. But what we're gonna do is modify it to where we have the boat flush. We'll add another boat flush, so we have two, because it's very, it backs up and gets a lot of traffic during and then we'll have a high pressure wash rather than a full-blown car wash. The reason for it is all of the equipment that's in the car wash right now is not repairable, and there's no repair parts for it and stuff. We'd have to disassemble everything and buy everything brand new. And what we witness is a lot of the folks are using it as the high pressure wash for invasive species, get the boats clean, use the boat flush. So we're gonna modify it to where it suits that purpose rather than having a public car wash with wax and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna tear down the structure?
Yeah, we're gonna take the structure down and add two different units.
In the same location.
In the same
Same
location.
location.
Yeah, yeah, and part of the time, the guys trying to get their boats into the interior one can't do it, or they damage their trailer. I mean, it's just,
Right,
it's just
okay.
not set up correctly.
So how many high-pressure wash stations are we gonna have?
We'll have just one, is my thought.
How many do we have now?
Just the one, we haven't had only one working for 2 years.
Okay.
But it'll be more of a, high-pressure nozzles and stuff. So, I mean, if it looks like it's not gonna function that way, we can swap it over and do 2 in 1. So it's fairly simple to do.
Another question with that, the drain, is there a
Drains will remain
catch
the
for
same.
that water so
Oh,
that,
yeah.
so that if we're washing off an invasive species, it's not able to get into the river?
It's going into the sewers right now. And it won't change. It's everything, all the drains, everything is gonna remain the same.
Okay.
Any other question? Any other reports from the manager?
We talked last month about the Southern Coalition and the dredging
Yes,
issues
yes,
and things
yes.
I had. One of the really good things about having our meetings recorded is that other people get to watch them, as did some of the members of the governor's office in Salem and
Yeah,
in the Coastal Caucus and thus the coalition. So we have severed ties with our relationship with them, as they don't appreciate any opposition to their methodology of how they're doing this. So we won't be involving ourselves in their dredging as it stands today. They're going to do it all on separate IGAs, intergovernmental agreements. So if something turns out later on in a year or so that it makes sense to anybody, then we'll do it then. If not, but we'll let them carry the torch and see if they can make what they want to happen, make
they
it
can
happen.
make it work, yeah.
And if it does, great for them. If not, well,
Yeah, we're still a member though of the,
oh, it's all IGA stuff. So it's
Okay.
just, yes, absolutely.
okay. I guess I can report on the fish cleaning station. We got total approval. We have our permits. It's in the hands of the contractor, and he'll probably start sometime in January to pour the slab and get the building built. So it'll probably be done in January or February. We're really under no urgency at this point due to the fact we can't fish until June 1st or whenever in the spring. So, but it will get done this winter.
Excellent.
I think that's all I have. Anybody else have anything?
No,
I think we will adjourn our meeting at 7:20 for a new record.
Is this a record?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank everybody for coming.